Hi everyone, good afternoon. We'd like to share some news about the Walla School Board, about their meeting this evening. We have been informed that there will be no oral public comment at the scheduled Zoom meeting tonight. We were also just informed that there will be no reading of any written public comment either. So on that note, we have decided to share with you open letters to the school board. We would like to let you know that there is a group of us here in Walla Walla that would love to support and help anyone here in our community that is concerned or has questions about their child's education or school experience. Please don't hesitate to reach out to us via email at forourkidsww@gmail.com. That's FOROURKIDSWW@gmail.com. We would love to support you in any way that we can. So this is the letter that I had planned on sharing with the Walla School Board this evening. And I will read it and then we'll move from there. It says, good evening. I would like to appeal to the school board tonight about having the meetings in person rather than via Zoom. I have talked to a number of people in our community that either do not have great internet or have not embraced the 2020 Zoom experience. I am concerned that these meetings really are not open to all, and all do not have access to them. If we are claiming inclusiveness in our schools, then that should also include board meetings. We do all belong here, and every opinion and concern should be heard, not just from the people who have great internet and who are great with technology. I am also worried that the school board may run into compliance issues with some of the RCWs for these meetings. I am including the following RCWs with just the text written that I feel applies to this particular circumstance. I know there is not time to quote them for their entirety. So, school board meetings are for all people. RCW 28.320.015. The Board of Directors shall provide a reasonable opportunity for public written and oral comment and consideration of the comment by the Board of Directors. Notice that it does not say or oral comment, but and oral comment. We are supposed to have both opportunities, written and oral comment, at every board meeting. RCW 42.30.010 exists to aid in the conduct of the people's business. It is the intent of this chapter that their actions be taken openly and that their deliberations be conducted openly. Conducted openly. This is not happening. There is discrimination in who the meeting is accessible to and who can participate. RCW 42.30.030. All meetings of the governing body of a public agency shall be open and public, and all persons shall be permitted to attend any meeting of the governing body of a public agency except as otherwise provided in this chapter. Again, all persons shall be permitted to attend. This is not possible on Zoom. RCW 42.30.050. Interruptions procedure. In the event that any meeting is interrupted by a group or groups of persons so as to render the orderly conduct of such meeting unfeasible and order cannot be restored by the removal of individuals who are interrupting the meeting, the members of the governing body conducting the meeting may order the meeting room cleared and continue in session, or may adjourn the meeting and reconvene at another location, selected by majority vote of the members. In such a session, final disposition may be taken only on matters appearing on the agenda. Representatives of the press or other news media, except those participating in the disturbance, shall be allowed to attend any session held pursuant to this section. Nothing in this section shall prohibit the governing body from establishing a procedure for readmitting an individual or individuals not responsible for disturbing the orderly conduct of the meeting. The reason I wrote out this entire RCW is because it is important to understand the sentence that states, nothing in this section shall prohibit the governing body from establishing a procedure for admitting an individual or individuals not responsible for disturbing the orderly conduct of meetings. We were not given that right at the last meeting, and we are being stripped of our rights in the RCWs I have touched on today. This is discrimination. This is what I was planning on sharing at the meeting tonight, but I was not able to because they are taking absolutely absolutely zero public comment into consideration. So that is the end of my open letter to the school board. Here is the next.
Hello. I was going to talk about the Washington Office of the Superintendent of Public Instruction and what they have written. They have said that the Washington Public Schools have a responsibility to provide a safe and non-discriminatory environment for all students, including transgender and gender expansive students, which is the law, which is totally fine. Federal civil rights law states that public schools must allow students to use the restroom that corresponds to their gender identity. Any student, transgender or not, who requests greater privacy for any reason should be given access to an alternative restroom, such as a staff restroom or health office restroom, if one is available. However, school staff cannot require a student to use an alternative restroom because of their gender diverse status. So teachers in this school district, in the Walla Walla Public Schools, have told me that at the beginning of the school year that they were not supposed to stop students from going into opposite sex bathrooms. One senior girl this year had walked into a bathroom, another girl had followed her, and then a boy walked in. She said the boy she knew for a fact was not a transgender, and he stood in there talking to the girl. She was so uncomfortable about the situation that she walked back out without using the restroom. They have gender-neutral bathrooms in the new science building, the Blue Devil building, and the library building at the high school. Because the school board was not allowing verbal comments tonight at their school board meeting, I do have a few questions to ask them. First of all, what will or is happening in the locker rooms at these schools? What happens when teams travel or they go to playoffs and have to spend the night? How does the school monitor all of this? What happens if a tiny, scared, first time to middle school girl that goes into the girls' restroom and in walks behind her a big, brawny 8th grade boy? Do you seriously think that that 6th grade girl is going to use the restroom or go out and tell the teacher that there was some big guy in the girls' bathroom? Of course she's not. So how does the school handle that? A teacher that works in the public schools here asked her high school daughter what she thought of the transgender bathrooms in her school. Her response was, it's the only private safe place I feel I can go on campus, and now I don't even have that. These are just statements and questions to the school board that I have. And I would certainly appreciate it if they wouldn't just answer me, but the whole public. It's not just me that's asking these. People in the public are asking. So since we're all taxpayers, we all would like to know the answers to those questions. Now, for my other topic, I have this. Has anybody seen the video clip by North Carolina's Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson talking about the book Gender Queer? And let me say that again. It's Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson from North Carolina. When I'm done talking, I would suggest that everyone looks up this video and checks out the picture that he posts behind him on the screen. You should be shocked about the pictures of porn in this book. Sexually explicit illustrations. After I saw this, I thought to myself, there is just no way our school board and executive director of teaching and learning would ever allow this in our Walla Walla public schools. But guess what? They have it in our public school at Wahai. When asked who orders things like that, the executive director of teaching and learning said she inquired about the way books are selected for purchase for the library, and it can come from a variety of avenues. It could be a teacher request, a student request, the school library journal, or a book list. So basically, to me, it sounds like you can order anything through the library and get it without being challenged or put under a microscope. Because remember, she said she had to inquire how they ordered the books. I don't know. That seems a little fishy to me. You'd think that they would know. So our children yours and mine, are being exposed to inappropriate sexual conduct, gender indoctrination, starting in kindergarten through the Harmony SEL pilot program in elementary schools, and gender neutral language. We need to voice our opinions. And if this is how we have to do it, by videotaping and posting for parents to see and hear about what's going on in our school district, then so be it. Please do not get me wrong. There are lots of great teachers and administrators in the school district, but they have said they are walking a fine line with what they're teaching and what curriculum they've been told to teach. So many have said they're on the verge of quitting because the direction things are going. So parents, please stand up for your children. Voice your concerns, because the school board works for you, the taxpayers. Thank you.
Thank you. That was great. So just a reminder that there's a school board meeting tonight at 5:30 via Zoom. Please tune in to see what they are talking about tonight, because you definitely won't hear from anyone else but them. And also just consider reaching out to us if you have some concerns about absolutely anything happening within our school district. Please share this video. We should have it up on YouTube within a day or two so that it can be shared with a wider audience. And we are not stopping with just a few videos. Be on the lookout for our next video. We will be sharing reviews of books that the district is trying to put on into their recommended reading list that we feel that may not be overly appropriate for your child, as we've just discovered with one book. So please get involved. We're here for you. And just listen to that board meeting tonight. If you need any information, I will try to post that Zoom link in the comments below. Thanks so much.